Algebra 1, Lesson 16. We are talking today about combining like terms. Like terms are very, very simple. They're actually kind of fun to me. I think it's one of the easiest things that you get to do in math. So like terms are terms that have the exact same variables. Their coefficient doesn't matter and their sign does not matter, but they do have the exact same variables, meaning all of the letters are the same. Their letters are the same, their exponents are the same, because each one has to represent the same number. If you don't have the same letters, you don't have the same exponents that go with those letters, then you don't have a like term. Let's look at this up here on the board. I have 4xmp minus 2pmx plus 6mxp. I want to know whether or not these are like terms. Well, if I look at them, this has a 4, a negative 2, and a positive 6. But all of my numbers in pink, those don't matter. Those don't determine whether or not my term is a like term. I need to look at my letters. I have an X, an M, and a P. P, M, X. M, X, P. They all have just an X, an M, and a P. And each one of them have them. They're in different orders, but they're all there. So that means that my terms are alike. The letters do not have to be in the same order, but they have to be exactly the same. So to combine these like terms, I just kind of use the backwards of the distributive property. Remember, in the distributive property, I say that when I multiply something that's in parentheses by something outside of the parentheses, I multiply each term in the parentheses by what's outside. So this kind of is going backwards. I'm saying that I have 4 minus 2 plus 6 times mxp. So I'm saying that each of these terms are being multiplied by my variables. Okay? Now this is not something that you have to write out each time that you do like terms. This is just to illustrate that this is how it works, okay? And you can write your letters, again, in any order. So if you would choose to write XMP or PXM, it doesn't matter. It does not matter at all what order you choose to write your letters. They just all have to be there and they have to be the same. So now I combine my numerical coefficients. 4 minus 2 is 2, plus 6 is 8. So my final answer is 8mxp. And that's all you have to do to combine your like terms. So combining your like terms just combines your coefficients. So you don't have to write out this extra step. You just look at your coefficients. You say 4 minus 2 is 2, plus 6 is 8. My variables stay the same, 8mxp. Let's do another example. 3x plus 5 minus xy plus 2yx minus 5x. So I need to go through and find all of my like terms. I'm going to find my first set. Here I have 3x. Are there any like terms? Well, 5 no, because it doesn't have an x. Negative xy? Nope, because this doesn't have a y. 2yx? Nope, no y over here. Negative 5x? Yep. Because x and x, it's the same variable. Now, one thing to notice, that you always keep your sign as a part of your term. Whatever sign is in front of your term goes with it. So I have 3x minus 5x. What does that give you? Negative 2x. Very good. Okay, let's try to find some more. 5, positive 5. Are there any like terms for positive 5? Well, I can ignore these ones. I've already used them. I know they're not like terms. Negative xy? Nope, there are no variables. Positive 2yx? Nope, again, no variables. So it's just positive 5. Okay, now let's go to the negative xy. Positive 2yx. Well, there's one y, one y. 1x, 1x. So yes, they are like terms. So negative xy plus 2yx, that's a negative 1 plus 2, positive 1. So it is plus xy, or you could say plus yx, it doesn't matter. Now one more thing that does not matter when you combine like terms is the order of your terms. This is extremely important because you will sometimes see in your answer key that the order is different than what you have written down. As long as your terms match and their signs match, it does not matter the order. Let me show you what I mean. Here I have written negative 2x plus 5 plus xy. I could rearrange this to be xy minus 2x plus 5. That's the same thing. I can move it around as long as the sign that's in front comes with it. Does not matter how I write it, what order I move it to. Okay? All right, let's do a couple more, a couple more examples. 3xy plus 2xyz minus 10yx minus 5yzx. Okay, let's find our like terms. We're just going to start with 3xy. Is this a like term? No, because this has a z and this one doesn't. Yx? Yep, these both have the same the same variables. So negative 10yx. Negative 5yzx? No, because again, this one has a z and this one does not. So I have 3 minus 10. What's 3 minus 10? Negative 7. So I have negative 7xy. All right, now I want to know about 2xyz. Just going to go to my next term. Is negative 5yzx a like term? 1y, 1y, 1z, 1z, 1x, 1x. So yep, it is. And that's it. That's all the terms I have. So I have positive 2 minus 5, negative 3. So I have negative 3, x, y, z. Okay? Let's do the next one. 4 plus 7mxy plus 5 plus 3yxm minus 15. All right, let's look at the 4. It has no variables, so the only terms that are going to be like terms are going to be whole numbers. So that would be 5 and negative 15. 4 plus 5 is 9, minus 15 is negative 6. Now I have what's left, 7mxy and 3yxm. Are those like terms? Yes, they are, because they have the same variables. So 7 plus 3 is 10. 10mxy. Okay? Okay, let's finish up with 2 more examples before we go to your practice. 3x minus x minus y plus 5 minus 2y minus 3x minus 10 minus 8y. Whew, that's a mouthful, right? Let's get this into something that's much smaller. Let's start with our 3x. Find all of the like terms for 3x. So I have 3x, negative x. No, this is a y, not an x. No x. No x. Negative 3x, yep. No x. No x. So there are all of my like terms for x. Now I combine my coefficients. 3 minus 1. When there's no number, by the way, right in front of a letter, remember that's just an understood 1. Okay? If there's no number in front of a letter, there's an understood 1. So this is 3x. So 3 minus 1. 3 minus 1 is 2. 2 minus 3? Negative 1. So this ends up being a negative, whoops. Can't write. Hang on. Negative x. Okay. Now let's go to my y's. So I have negative y plus 5? Nope, no y's. Minus 2y? Yep. Variables match. Minus 10? Nope, doesn't match. Minus 8y though does, because your variables are the same. So I have a negative 1 minus 2. What is that? Negative 3, good. Minus 8, negative 11. So I have negative 11y. All right, and my last one would be my whole numbers. Positive 5 and negative 10. 5 minus 10? Negative 5, very good. Excuse me. Okay, so you get negative x minus 11y minus 5. One more. Negative 3 plus xmy minus y minus 5 plus 8y and x minus 3y minus 14. Okay. Excuse me. So for this one, I'm going to start with the whole number. You don't have to start with the first thing, by the way, but it is a little bit more organized. It will help to keep you from missing a term, forgetting to add in a term, if you just start with the first one and go from there. So I have negative 3, no variables. So anytime I see variables, then I know that that's not going to be a like term. Negative 5, there's no variables. Variables, oh, negative 14, no variables. So let's combine them. Negative 3 minus 5, negative 8 minus 14, negative 22. Okay, now let's do this one, positive xmy. Nope, this one doesn't match because there's no x and m. How about positive 8y and x? Yep, all of the variables are there, so this is a like term. Negative 3y doesn't match because there's no m or x. So I have a positive 1 here plus 8 here. So that's a positive 9. Oops. Y, m, x. Or you could say x, m, y, or m, y, x. It doesn't matter. Okay, my last term is a negative y and a negative 3y. Combine those terms, negative 1 minus 3, negative 4. So it is negative 4y. Okay? All right, pause your video now, do your practice. You should be back from your practice with letter A. You should have gotten negative 6xy plus x plus 4. And you could have written that in any order. You could have 4 minus 6xy plus x, just as long as the sign in front and the numbers and letters are the same. Letter B, 3xy minus 3xyz. Let me say that one more time. 3xy minus 3xyz. And remember, your letters don't have to be in the same order. For example, if you wrote negative 3zyx, that's the same. You just have to listen to make sure that all of the variables are there. Letter C, 9acy minus 2ac. 9acy minus 2ac. And letter D, 4 plus 2x minus 9xy. 4 plus 2x minus 9xy. All right, that's it. Have a wonderful day. Bye.